What's up, everybody? I'm Ken Jack from Lights Camera Barstool, and I'm going to tell you 10 movies and 5 shows that are coming to streaming that you have to look out for. We're going to start with some that dropped out on the first, like I Am Legend on Netflix. It's Will Smith, it's that damn dog in the scene that makes us all cry, and it's one of the best post-apocalyptic landscapes that I think I've still ever seen in the modern century of filmmaking. Next up is Ocean's 11 on HBO Max. It's one of the best heist movies ever made, one of the great ensemble casts you'll ever see, and a movie that just keeps on giving. There's never a bad time to watch it. Next is The Social Network on Hulu. It's David Fincher, it's two-time LCB interviewee Jesse Eisenberg at his best, and it's some incredible filmmaking that even makes that disgusting, weird lizard man Mark Zuckerberg look interesting.
Yeah, someone asked me, do I smoke meat? Smoking meat. Smoking these meats. Smoking meats earlier in the day. Smoking these meats, just set the charcoal up and you set the wood chips up, and then smoking meats, grilling meats, good smoky flavor.
Next up is Attack the Block on Hulu. It's one of John Boyega's earliest roles. It kind of blends a little bit of horror, sci-fi, comedy, a little bit of everything. It's very British, so if that's not your thing, avoid it. But I think it's an incredibly great hidden gem that you gotta watch. Next up is Tombstone on Amazon Prime Video. It's one of the better Western movies you'll ever see, and it has the gunfight at the OK Corral. And it has one of the most iconic 90s lines ever.
Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
Next up is Raya and the Last Dragon, coming to Disney Plus Premier Access on March 5th. Now, I've already seen it, but I'm not allowed to talk about it due to embargo, but I will say, keep your eye on it. Next up is Coming to America, coming to Prime Video on March 5th. I don't know if this is going to be good, and honestly, I don't have high expectations, but it's going to pull on those nostalgia heartstrings and give us that warm, fuzzy Eddie Murphy feeling inside. Next up is the Rocky franchise, coming to HBO Max on March 6th. The first Rocky movie is a triumph in indie filmmaking. It's a really one-of-a-kind and unique movie, and the sequels don't really follow that mantra, but you really can't beat Rocky beating the hell out of that Russian bastard Ivan Drago. Next up is Zack Snyder's Justice League, coming to HBO Max March 18th. Everyone asked for it, we're finally getting it, and it is a whopping 4 hours long. Honestly, as long as the majority of that is looking at Henry Cavill in the new Superman suit, thumbs up. And last for movies is Godzilla vs. Kong on HBO Max March 31st. This is going to be a fun turn-off-your-brain action movie that we're all going to love, and from what I've heard, the aircraft carrier fight that we get teased in the trailer is going to be somewhere around 17 minutes long. For shows, first up we have Pacific Rim: The Black coming to Netflix on March 4th. It's an animated series based off the movie franchise of the same name, and honestly, the sky's the limit there. Animated shows obviously don't have the same constraints as a live-action movie, so you can really do anything you want as far as visual effects go. Next up is Marvel's Assembled, the making of WandaVision, coming to Disney Plus on March 12th. WandaVision has been so unique and so different from anything Marvel has really done before, so seeing how everything came together I think is going to be a real treat. Also on March 12th, we have the next episode of Marvel Studios' Legends. The first 2 episodes were about Wanda Maximoff and Vision, but this one's going to be about Falcon, obviously teasing the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Next up, we have the 3rd seasons of Mind MC coming to Hulu on March 17th. Minds MC obviously takes place in the same fictional universe as Sons of Anarchy, so if you're a fan of that show, probably go check it out. Lastly, we have the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming to Disney Plus on March 19th. Like I said before, WandaVision has been really unique and different, and I've loved that about the show, but I cannot wait to go back to the action roots that Marvel is all about. And here's a few things to watch before they leave, including Judas and the Black Messiah, which ends its run on HBO Max on March 14th. Daniel Kaluuya just won a Golden Globe for it. It is an awesome movie that you just gotta watch. Silver Linings Playbook is leaving Netflix on March 17th. It was obviously a big Oscar darling. It is one of my favorite Bradley Cooper roles, and Jennifer Lawrence, I honestly think it is still to this day, her best performance. The Alien franchise is leaving HBO Max on March 31st. It is one of the most iconic sci-fi franchises of all time, and it is more than worth your time to go check them all out. And lastly, Superbad is leaving Hulu on March 31st. It's Superbad. You've seen it. There's never a bad time to watch it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe and go check out all of our social channels, and make sure to use MovieRankings.net, where you can find everything you want to stream and where to stream it. I'm Ken Jack. See you next time.